No one has cheated the church like from the music, I don't know whether to call it industry. You'll see many worldly singers that started in the church.
Greetings to my dearest family. Welcome to Direct TV, bringing to you the true Brother Joshua. And my dearest family, I'm here with the man of God, Reverend Dr. Chris. In today's video is actually a very big one and a big issue. So the man of God will be addressing music ministers. You know, when the man of God address these issues like that, a lot of people don't understand that this thing is very important. And today he will be addressing including those that left the church and went into singing worldly songs. So let's watch the man of God a brief before I'll be right back. Please singers of today who actually came out from the church. So let's look at the one, that we popularly know. Let's look at Whiskey, for example.
It all started for me like when I was 11 years old. It started in church for me. I've always been a church boy. Like I go to church like every Sunday, weekdays.
Bad guy.
Yeah, bad guy still. So then, I just didn't like the choir. I never wanted to be a part of the choir because number one, my voice was too loud. So like I had issues. Like I whenever I sing with an high pitch. So like it was too loud. And then I liked rap. So I just didn't want to do the old church thing, as in sing like regular choir guy and everything. So I just called like a couple of my friends then in church, like 3 of us. So you guys should come together, man. Let's like come together and form a group called Glorious Five. That was like a long time ago. So we started it then. We dropped an album in church. Then that's when I made my first thousands. I made like 10,000 naira off that thing, and that was big money for me.
Big money.
Alright, my dearest family, that's your first, if you should know him, he's a popular artist, and you can see that he came out from the church. You can even hear from him what he did with the album he actually dropped in church. Let's look at another example, the one that we know came out from Christ Embassy, Rema. Let's look at what he said and how he also came out from church. Watch this.
The reason why I got really surprised is that grace really surpassed my expectation.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And the people who think, people see that and think you're lucky. They try to tie the Maven story into it, how you were groomed and presented to the world.
Yeah.
Take us back to how this started. When did music start for you? When did you decide you were going to pursue music? Because I've seen somewhere where you said you wanted to do trap. That was your intention and all that. But there's also a church story, I believe. When did this start and when did you decide this was what you wanted to do?
In church.
Yeah.
Church made me decide to do music. I used to draw. I still draw, but at the point, I literally let my heart go with whatever works out. From back in the hood. You feel me? So music was working out. I was getting more ovation from music than drawing. So I was like, okay, if I spend more time on music, I guess I'll get more ovation. I'll get better at it. You feel me? It took a little bit of sacrifice because I had to pause one side of me to focus more on music. It started from Church Christ Embassy, Benin City. They supported me, gave me advice on how to, curate my music properly to match, the crowd and the word of God and stuff like that. I also headed the Rap Nation in Christ Embassy at the point in time, inspired a lot of youths and, won a lot of souls to God. I did my service. Yeah.
It's interesting to hear winning souls from Rema, but go on.
yeah. I feel like everywhere you find yourself in this world, you just have to serve. You feel me? I served. I did my time there, and I'm grateful for where I'm at still.
Was it weird for them? Because a lot of your lyrics now are not particularly, from there. Let me not mention, but I mean, is it weird? Was that transition weird for you or for them? And how do they feel about you now?
It was weird for me, and I feel like it was weird for them. I didn't really ask much about, how they felt about it. But for me, it was quite weird. Most especially to my mom, because, she's well known in the church. So I didn't really do much explaining. I just told her to trust me.
Yeah.
You feel me? Trust me. It's not like anything I'm singing about. It's not what people do behind closed doors. You feel me? It's just where life has drawn me towards, and I have to take the opportunity.
Yeah. Does she accept this, Rema?
Yes.
Or is still taking some convincing?
Oh no.
Yeah,
Even when she saw my tattoos, she's like, it's your decision, it's your life. But as long as you stick with the scrolls I've given you, and you don't like overdo it or like you go astray with whatever you're doing. Yeah.
Alright, my dearest family, there you have it for Rema. And now, before I give the last example, there are many artists that actually came out from church. I'm just using these ones as an example, all right? So that when you are hearing the man of God, Pastor Chris, say these things, he's not saying them because, he just feel like saying them, all right? It's because it's what is going on. So the last person, before I introduce, let's listen to the man of God, Pastor Chris, again, before I introduce the last person. So watch this. And yes, my dearest family, this actually brings me to the last example, and which is, the popularly known artist Flavor. This his own is actually he surprises me one of the most. You see, why is because he was actually this one. Maybe he started in church, but after a while, he went into the world singing, worldly music and all those things, and then suddenly, you know all these were planned. He now went into singing gospel music again, and then went and be singing in churches, charging God's people. You see, he made money off of the church. And when he now sang another one, and then it wasn't trending like before, he went back to singing worldly music. Just see how these guys are making money off of the church. So that when the ones you are hearing the man of God, Pastor Chris, say these things, he's not trying to, make himself look nice. It's just the truth going on in church. And this is what is going on. And a lot of, our music gospel singers, they need to go back to serving in the choir. You see, there's no standalone singing anymore. They need to learn this and learn it early. So thank you so much, guys, for watching today's video. Let me know what you think about the video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Bye.